Merry Christmas! It's that season again, and here at Karen's Cook and Bake Therapy, we bring you exciting recipes. Jesus is the reason for the season, and what is an exciting time without sugar, without tasty bites? And so today we're doing Christmas and cookies. Welcome! Like I said, today we're doing Christmas and cookies. And I decided to start out a little different because it's Christmas season. We're in a rush and we don't want to delay another moment of getting to this sweet yumminess. So I have 3 dishes here because today we're going to be making a special sort of cookie package that you can share with your loved ones, right? So we're going to make 3 types of cookies. And the secret to these cookies is that they have the same basic base, but then we add a few things to give them a twist. So we're going to have our basic sugar cookie, which will be represented right here. And then we're going to have our gingerbread cookie, which is going to be here. And then we're going to have our chocolate chip cookie. And the best part about all this is that we have different shapes. So our chocolate chip cookie will be heart-shaped. Our gingerbread cookie, of course, is the gingerbread man. And then we have our sugar cookie, okay? So let's dig right in. In each of these dishes, I've already measured out 2 cups of flour. So we have our 2 cups of flour in here, in each and every one of them, and we're going to dive right in. But today I've decided to do something different with my attire. One of my amazing friends who I love so dearly had this made for me. Isn't it cute? In Christ I can bake all things. So for this episode, I'm definitely going to be rocking this. I have to be careful. So let me just get this on neat and real quick, and then we will dive right in. Okay, so like I said, we have 3 different bowls and we've already measured out 2 cups of flour in each of them. So right now we're going to start out by putting in the other ingredients because like I said, it's easier to have a basic sugar cookie to which you add different items to create different types of cookies instead of having many different recipes. So that is what we're going with. With our 2 cups of flour, it's now time for us to add sugar. So we're going to put half a cup of sugar in each and every one of these containers. So let's do that now. Yes, so after our sugar, we're now going to add our baking powder. So for our baking powder, we're just doing a teaspoon of baking powder. So a teaspoon of baking powder in each of these. So that's a teaspoon in each of those. We're good on that. So we're going to mix up our dry ingredients. I'll get a spoon for that. So since we have the same ingredient in each of these bowls, it's very easy. And the thing with these ingredients is that we still use the same exact amount of margarine or butter. So for our chocolate chip cookie, we're going to use butter, which I have right here. And then for the other 2, we're going to use our usual margarine. So we just need 125 grams in each of these. Like I said, I have a recipe book, but I usually just write out what I'm going to do for now. And my baby sister said I should type them out, so I've tasked her with typing them for me. We're going to split this into that and that. So here we have our sugar cookie and here we have our gingerbread cookie. So let's do that right now, and we do the whole bread crumb mix, and then here we're going to use butter. So let's do that right now. So we're going to split that in half and put in each of these. And so let's start by finishing up our sugar cookie. Quick and basic. I'll move these away and we'll focus on our sugar cookie for now. So for our basic sugar cookie, we're just putting that margarine in so that it's like breadcrumbs. And then we're going to add some milk and an egg. So we do that until it's like fine crumbs. Sometimes it's lumpy, sometimes it's not, depending on the state of your margarine. So we'll do that. I should have beaten my egg before I did that, but it's okay. My hands were clean, but I should have reminded you to wash yours. So we're going in with an egg. I like the new slang these days. We're going in with an egg, and it's giving what? Sugary goodness? I don't know. So let's do that. We've put in one egg. And all that's left to finish our sugar cookie is some milk. I have it right here, so just a little bit of milk, not too much. And in a very short time, we will have our cookie dough ready. And that's our dough for our sugar cookie. The sugar cookie is ready. Now we're going to finish our gingerbread cookie. So in my baking excitement for the gingerbread cookie, I had put in the margarine, but it wasn't time yet. So I've quickly lifted it out. This is 2 cups of flour, half a cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. It's time for us to put in all the flavors to create our gingerbread cookie. So of course, what's a gingerbread cookie without ginger? So we're going to first put in our ginger, and that is half a tablespoon of ginger. So that's half a tablespoon of ginger, and then we'll have half a tablespoon of cinnamon as well. Seems like a lot of spice, but we want to have that heavy flavor. And then we will put in about a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. So 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and then we will put in a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, just to seal all that. After you've put your spices, you want to mix that up and make sure that the spices go in everywhere. It smells really good. And now we're going to put our margarine back. So we've put our margarine, and now we're still going to go ahead and make those crumbs, our breadcrumbs. Look at that, it's brown and it looks really good and spicy. These are supposed to be really quick and easy. So we're ready with that. It's time to add our egg and our milk, and we are good. And now, to top it all off, our milk, not too much of it. And so our gingerbread cookie dough is also ready. And you can see it's brown, spicy, smells good. And we're putting that aside. And now for the final one, which is our chocolate chip cookie. We're going to go into our chocolate chip cookie, and remember, for this one we said we're using butter instead of our usual margarine. So right now we're going to add in our butter, we're going to add in our chocolate chips, and then we're going to add in our egg and our milk. So we are done with our sugar cookie and we're done with our ginger cookie. And now we're going to be working on our chocolate chip cookie. For this one, I decided that the base should be more buttery. So I'm not using the margarine as in the other one, but I'm using actual butter. So same thing, 125 grams. So that means splitting this into 2. and using half of it. I just can't wait. Butter tastes so good. And so it's time to mix and make our dough. So this is going to be a butter chocolate chip cookie. You want to make sure that that's just like breadcrumbs. So after we are done with that, we're going to put in our egg. Which is ready this time. We'll finish that off with our milk, not too much, just a little bit. And now that our butter cookie dough is ready, we're going to put in our chocolate chips. You want a lot of chocolate chips in here, so we have a whole cup of chocolate chips. They seem like quite a lot, so I'll put in half first and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I've put in 3/4 cups of the chocolate chips because it just seemed like too much to put the full cup. I know, is there any moment we say it's too much chocolate? I don't think so, but for this, I think this is okay. I don't know what you think when you see this, if you think we should add more. But I think it's okay like this. But I see some gaps. So why don't we just go in with everything? Let's just put in the full cup. I want every bite to have chocolate. So we are done with our 3 doughs, and I'm going to put them here and we're going to roll them out, cut them and bake them. And then we're going to do some really special packaging that you can do for your family and friends at Christmas. Let's get on with it. So we are ready with our 3 different cookies. We have our sugar cookie, our gingerbread cookie, and our chocolate chip cookie. I've already turned on the oven because it's important to preheat, and I'll be baking these for anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes on about 170 degrees of heat in the oven at the middle level. So we're going to start by rolling a bit of each of these and putting them on the tray. So I'm going to split these in half and put the other half aside. My tray is already buttered, which is very important so that the cookies do not stick. And so as I roll and cut these, I'm going to be putting them on our tray, ready to bake. I'll keep alternating these. I'll add just one more line of sugar cookies and then we'll put those to bake. And so these are ready to go into the oven. We're going to bake them at about 170 degrees for anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes it can go up to 35 minutes, but I don't think so. Let's wait and see. And for our sugar cookies, we just need to do a final touch by adding some, a bit of a sprinkle of sugar on top of them. Not too much, just a little bit. And now we're ready, so let's bake.
A few moments later.
So our cookies are ready and it is so exciting. Like I said, there's a way to use these as amazing Christmas tokens to your family and friends. I have some cute little boxes here that I'll be using to do that. And the card just says, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. With love from Karen, Hasasha. And down here, of course, we have our company, Live Bold, Image and Home Pros. So you can do that for your family and friends. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So there are many types of packaging. This one is my preferred one. But there's so many ways you can do this. And the beauty about this is it's very simple. I'm just going to open it here. And then I'll pack the cookies in there. And so we are good and ready. Everything is packed beautifully. And this is something you can share with your friends and family. A pack of tasty, amazing cookies just to wish them a Merry Christmas. So from me to you, it continues to be a very beautiful season, and I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Do not forget the reason for the season, Jesus. And that is why all this sweetness comes our way, to remind us of the beautiful gift that God has given us this season and for the rest of our lives, for eternity. From me here and the crew at Karen's Cook and Bake Therapy, today from Christmas and Cookies it is. Mwah. We love you all. Bye.